covering Northern California. You're watching Action News Now, coverage you can count on.
The Reading Library will be limiting services soon. We'll tell you why in a live report. Plus, a parked car turns up mountains of drugs, what police say they found while out on patrol in Red Bluff. But first, we're still covering the 1-4 fire in Shasta County. This is a live look from Alert California's camera over the fire near Susanville. You can see a lot of smoke out there, and we do have evacuation orders in place for zones Lassen 223 and Lassen 225. CAL FIRE says the fire is approximately 125 acres at this point, and they also say it's burning timber with a dangerous rate of spread. We're going to get straight to Chief Meteorologist Howie Gordon, who is tracking the conditions on the ground there for us. What are firefighters dealing with, Howie?
Well, we're dealing with a lot of thunderstorm activity in the area. Now, if you are near the thunderstorms, we're, in this case, 12 miles southwest of Wairika. You are looking at 60-mile-per-hour wind gust, $half sized hail, and then heavy rain rates. So severe thunderstorms now. We've had strong for the last hour and a half. Now, finally, we're seeing severe weather in the area. Again, 60-mile-per-hour winds, $half sized hail. This storm is moving northeast, at 10 miles per hour near Wairika, and we're seeing some heavy rain bands. You can see the hail in there. Again, you want to get inside, and you want to get to the first level of that dwelling. You want to get away from the exterior windows. Generally, a interior bathroom or interior closet has the strongest foundational support for you to try to stay safe during these storms. But again, severe thunderstorm warning until 6:30, and we're very active across the area. We're going to talk more about these, Haley, coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Howie. A 3-year upgrade is finally finished at the Neal Road Waste and Recycling Facility in Butte County, where it's now easier and even safer to make a trash run. Action News Now reporter Margot Rowe is there live along Neal Road. Margot, what can you tell us about the upgrade?
Haley, when you typically come to the site, you come in through Neal Road, and typically there is a line of trucks blocking the road, creating a road hazard. Now, they decided to move the entrance, where instead of it being over here, it's now all the way over here to the right, and this is the new entrance. Now, once you're inside, when coming through that new entrance, you'll pretty much circle part of the site and enter through a new scale station. And in addition to the new station, Public Works Deputy Director Craig Sissel says there are now two different processes for regular customers who dump trash and for those who come down occasionally.
If there are people that come once in a while, they will be weighed in with their heavy weight, and then they will use our existing scale house to weigh back out, which is where they will also pay. And if you're an existing customer that comes once a day, multiple times a day, we use their tear weights on their vehicle, and they pay at the new entrance scale house, and then they get to leave right after they come in, so it speeds up the process for them as well.
Sissel says the changes have been implemented since Monday, and already the county has received positive feedback. And not only is it a quicker way to dump trash, but there also has been positive feedback where for folks living along Neal Road, they no longer have to deal with the roadblocks. Reporting live in Butte County, I'm Margot Rowe for Action News Now.
Thanks, Margot. Even though it is a faster process to make a trash run, Sissel says they still expect the same number of trucks to come through every day. New tonight, a family suing Shasta County claiming their son's civil rights were violated when he was killed in an officer-involved shooting in January. We reported 6 months ago when, according to the sheriff's office, William Littlefield threatened to blow up a car and harm himself on Bob's Mountain Road. It ended in a violent confrontation with deputies. Officials say deputies were forced to shoot and kill Littlefield. His parents just filed this suit. Now, we're working to learn more and get the official documents so we can find out why exactly they believe this was a violation of his rights. Red Bluff police are cracking down on crime in city parks. They arrested Robert Lonsbury in a car parked at Dog Island Park after 10 p.m. That's when it's closed to the public. Officers say they could see drugs just by glancing through the window. They say they then searched the car and found meth, fentanyl, drug paraphernalia, and burglary tools. They also say they confiscated 300 rounds of ammunition, which Lonsbury is not allowed to have because he's a convicted felon. The Reading Library will be suspending the majority of its services beginning tomorrow as it undergoes some upgrades. Action News Now reporter Blake Mayfield shows us how library visitors are reacting to the upcoming closure.
From August till November, the Reading Library will close the main portion of its building for carpet upgrades. The $800,000 in new flooring is made available by a state grant the city applied for 2 years ago. It'll be the first time the carpets have been redone since the library first opened in March 2007.
Be a little inconvenience, but I can do audiobooks.
The library will be closed from August 1st to the 4th and reopen on the 5th. Once it reopens, only the community room will be accessible to the public as work gets underway.
We're always here. We come here a lot to get the books for the boys, spending time playing with the Legos and reading.
While some of the library may be reorganized during the closure, the layout will be mostly the same when things open back up. Once the majority of new carpet is placed in the building, the community room will also undergo a makeover towards the end of the project's timeline.
I've checked out 2 books, and you get like 3 renewals on them. So between the 2 books and the 3 renewals, I should be okay.
Reporting in Reading, I'm Blake Mayfield, Action News Now.
Other places you can visit in the area to rent books or take the kids to an activity include the Anderson and Bernie libraries. An Oroville man pleaded no contest to attacking the mother of his child in front of that child. Butte County District Attorney Mike Ramsey says on July 8th, Nathan Sumter violated a restraining order and went to the mother's home. She called police, but Sumter told her he would kill her and members of her family if she let them in. Ramsey says Sumter punched the woman in the face and strangled her until she was unconscious. She was treated at the hospital for eye socket bone fractures. Sumter will be sentenced August 28th and faces 4 years, 8 months in prison. Glenn County Sheriff's deputies have arrested 2 men accused of trying to steal diesel fuel. The deputies responded to a reported theft in progress at the Gandy and Staley fuel station on Eureka Street. They spotted a truck without license plates and pulled it over. Deputies say the 2 men inside, Giuseppe Marrero of Las Vegas and also Angel Alvarez Michel of Los Angeles, matched the suspect descriptions. Officials say the men had vandalized a fuel cabinet while trying to steal that fuel. Both men were arrested on charges including vehicle registration fraud, vandalism, conspiracy, and theft of utility services. A bike chase out of Yuba City ended with a drug arrest. Police say they tried to stop the bicyclist for riding on the wrong side of the road, but that he took off. They say his escape attempt ended after he crashed into a tree. Officers say they found more than an ounce of meth in the backpack of the suspect and that, ironically, he was wearing a shirt that read, "This is what a legal drug dealer looks like." New tonight, California Insurance Commissioner Ricardo Lara is taking legal action against the Fair Plan Association. The Department of Insurance filed an order to show cause after consumer complaints showed a pattern of denying smoke claims from wildfire survivors. Lara says it follows a multi-year investigation which uncovered at least 418 violations of California's consumer protection laws. New at 6, an organization that serves the health, education, and leadership development needs of local youth are celebrating successes. Action News Now reporter Jesse Angela shows us how they have big plans to make an impact in the future as well.
The Shasta Kowanas Club is known in the area for the charitable work that they do for children in the area. Everything from scholarships to their weekly food backpack program, where over 200 food insecure students get a backpack full of food every week. Today, the Kowanas are meeting here at Ridgetop Cellars in Shasta Lake in what they call the Kowanas Homecoming. It's a place for them to celebrate past successes and prepare for the future. I talked to Vice President Kelly Backus, who tells me they've got big plans.
We definitely want to expand. We have a lot of good ideas. We'd really like to start including more adults and children with disabilities into all of the things that we do. So if anybody has a heart for that, we'd love to meet with you.
Backus says they're looking for help of any kind, from donations to people willing to volunteer their time to help out the Shasta Kowanas Club, who've been an active member in the community for over 85 years. In the city of Shasta Lake, Jesse Angela, Action News Now.
It's happening now at Ridgetop Cellars on Shasta Dam Boulevard if you'd like to check out how you can get involved. Well, Chico's known for its thriving downtown and strong ties to agriculture and the outdoors. But let's not forget Chico's vibrant culture. New at 6, take a look at the latest addition to that aspect of Chico. A new mural unveiled tonight at the Gateway Science Museum. Entering the museum is a whole new experience as you're surrounded by a lush and oversized world of native plants and small critters. The artists are Jacob Davenport and Becca Matthews, who teamed up for the project. The director of Gateway explained why this addition is so important to the museum's mission and to those who visit.
I think it gives them a whole sense of curiosity and inspiration, which is that's our mission. And there's all kinds of little Easter eggs, as they say. If you go around the side of the mural, you'll get an even better experience. So there's lots of ways of exploring the mural, and that's what we want people to do.
The mural was funded by a City of Arts and Culture grant and donations from Gateway's Women of Wonder. Coming up new at 6, a collared wolf caught on camera. We'll show you which county he was running through. Plus, free hot dogs and a helicopter. The Butte County Sheriff's Department's hosting a night out for the community.